Assalamu alaikum, Iman powered mothers. Today we are on the most important day of our journey. This is where we have been heading to, working so hard all these days. So I came to this beautiful place in my city where I come often, and I look at these growing trees, just like your kids, right? And inshallah, today you're gonna take a big step in this journey to define the direction that we want to head now. This was not a feel good journey. This was a journey to define the kind of mother that you want to become and the kind of children that you want to raise. And today is the day you create that vision for yourself. One thing we saw in those incredible mothers that we learned from, all those incredible mothers of Imam Shafi, Imam Bukhari, Imam Ahmed, was that they were mothers with a great vision for their children. No matter what their circumstances were, no matter how difficult things were for them, they had a great vision for their children, of their future. No matter if it's, normally if you look at a mother like that, you would think that's absolutely impossible. But they were determined. And what helped them through that journey was the pull of that vision that they had for their children, who they saw them becoming. Like Imam Shafi's mother, this is what I've been making dua to Allah for every night, crying my eyes out to Allah, that Allah makes you a light for the ummah till the day of judgment, for all the creations of Allah. And so he did, alhamdulillah, has become a light for us today. It is really important to not just hope, not just have some vague vision, vague hope in our minds that I hope my child becomes that, but have a clear vision that's constantly pulling you towards it. In the days when you're exhausted, you're tired, you're like, I've had enough. I don't think this is achievable. I don't think, I just hope they pray. Imagine what pulled these mothers to get up. Like, for example, to get up before Fajr, walk to the masjid with her son, a single mother. Something was pulling her. Your vision will pull you. That's where your constant motivation will come from. So you don't need to look for, okay, I need more motivation now. You will live an inspired life if you keep reinforcing your own vision, keep focusing on that. And if you make your vision that strong that it inspires you, that's all you need to be inspired. Your vision. Your vision. And then you will find, if you're focused on your vision, we find what we're looking for. If that's your vision, you keep looking, you keep focused on that, you will find the resources that take you towards that, to making it a reality. So we learn a lot over the last few days. We learn what our kids need. We learn how much potential our children have. We focused on that, what gifts they have, what abilities they have, what they can achieve. And now it's time to put that into use to create our vision. What possible life that they can live? What do you hope? This is not about imposing our expectations on our children. This is helping them see, this is why I am so determined, my child, because this is the vision I have for you. You're open to share it with them. One of the biggest problems for children as well today is unfortunately the environment, and has really sunk their standards. What do you want to be when you grow up? I want to be a YouTuber. It's so easy. I don't even need to go to uni. It's easy. I can just make millions. Honestly, if somebody gave me $1 million and say just play games all day, I don't think I want that. I want more than that, much more than that. To help others, to make a difference, to be a light for others. That's what we want for our children. That's what we learned in week 1. That's what really gives you value. Your self-worth, day 1, right? That's what makes you valuable in this world. and the next. When I come and see these trees, which are still growing, and as you can see, many of them have these things around them, they need the support. But one day they're going to grow up like those trees, who are strong trees. Prophet Muhammad SAW told us a good Muslim is like a strong tree, good tree, which is benefiting in so many ways, which doesn't just shake at everything, every single problem, every wind, which stands strong, gives oxygen, food, shelter, medicine, so much protection to so many. Can't even imagine how many creatures live on one tree. We want our children to be that. I see that. That's my vision for Iman Power. Strong trees all over the world, benefiting many, many, many around them. What is your vision for your child that pulls you every day? That you can read, that's written, that pulls you, that's written in your heart, that's written on paper, that's written in your soul. That's what's pulling me. That raises the aspiration of your own children. Children often see themselves, they either sink or rise based on what their mothers are expecting from them. That's why, of course, we see lots of negative consequences of having, wrong kinds of expectations from our children to just make loads of money. And you're going to see great results when you have such expectation, positive expectation, that I see this incredible potential in you, that you could light up the world with yourself. The power you have in you. They will see themselves in your eyes. You won't even have to tell them. They will see it. I recommend you share with them. And it doesn't have to be that, that we become, remember, our job is to make the effort. Result is in the hands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't attach ourselves to the result. We attach ourselves to the effort. But absolutely we have great hopes for the result. We expect the best from Allah. That's what you make dua for every night, every day. That's what you work towards. And actions are by intentions. The greater your vision is going to be today, the greater is that is your intention. That's why you're cooking, because that's the child you want to raise. That's why you are sleeping. And what time you wake up. What do you do after you waking up? For that vision, that becomes your intentions or purpose. It can be, your vision doesn't have to be like, I want my son and daughter to be a scholar, whatever. You talked about talents a couple of days ago. Think about that. What is the vision? How could they use that? Think about, even if it's like, I want them to make loads of money, but do what with that money? Who do they become with that money? They become a great doctor, a great engineer, or a great teacher, or millionaire, a great businessman. But then what? What kind of a family do they lead? What kind of, what do they do with that wealth? Dream about that. Paint that vision. So that's your activity today. To dream about a great vision that excites you, that motivates you. And tomorrow, we're going to take it a step further and go deeper. Because it doesn't just stop here, it starts here. Next is that, tomorrow I'll tell you what's next. Next two steps are very important. I'll see you tomorrow. Write the vision. And also, actually, before I forget, you need to write, why is that vision important to you? Not that I dream of this, but why is this dream important for me? Is it because, obviously it's not the case, but for some people, it may be so others can praise me. Look, my child. But that's not your reason, is it? Your reason is to please Allah. So write that. That will make me feel like a successful mother. That I can say, Allah, I did the very best to raise the best child I can. This child that you gave me. Right? I didn't set my standards low. I didn't lower my expectations. I didn't lower my hopes from you. I always worked for the highest, hoping for the best from you. I made those efforts with that dream. And it may very well be that's who your child will absolutely become, because you were the mother, just like those mothers with a strong vision in her heart every day. Write that vision, and then write why is that vision important for you. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum.